AI automation agencies are officially dead, is what you think I am about to say. But lately, guys, I think over the past week or so, there's been a lot of misinformation going around about the future of, AI automation agencies and the business model as a whole, just as a result of OpenAI's new announcements with GPTs and, GPT-4 and everything like that. Of course, there's lots of exciting stuff to go into over there, and we will cover that, but I want to focus more so on the actual AI automation aspect of things today, because a lot of people are asking me, what does the introduction of GPTs mean for the future of AI automation agencies? So today I'm going to break it down for you, what it means for your business as a whole and what it means for the future of AI automation agencies as well, just as a business model. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into this bad boy. Now, if you're not already in the loop, I've covered it all over my social media channel. And if you're somewhat interested in AI, you've probably heard that recently OpenAI hosted its very first developer day. And during that developer day, they revealed lots of exciting things, as well as some things that made AI automation agency owners go, ugh. And that is, of course, the announcement of GPTs. Now, GPTs is essentially a streamlined way for anybody to create their own customized version of ChatGPT for their specific needs and use cases. It's basically like building your own bot. You can, add a knowledge base, you can add actions to it, like integrate it with Zapier and your CRM, all kinds of things like that. And essentially it renders other third-party tools pretty much useless. So what does this mean in a nutshell? Well, it means that OpenAI just took the entire market of AI startups and ate them up. And the reason for this is because most AI startups are using what's called wrapped GPT, which means, they might add their own knowledge base, they might add their own prompts, but at the end of the day, the backend technology is still GPT, which leaves them at the mercy of OpenAI. This, rightfully so, has a lot of AI automation agencies worried, because they're worried that their customers are just gonna go and create their own chatbots and they'll be rendered useless or insignificant. Now, guys, I'm not making this video to, coddle you like a baby. I need to tell you the 100% truth, or at least my opinion. Obviously, take anything I say with a grain of salt. I have my own opinions, as does everybody else. But if your AI automation agency is only selling wrapped GPT bots, super basic chatbots, then you're in the most danger. Because essentially what is happening is OpenAI is taking the barrier to creating these chatbots and lowering it, making it easier to enter into the AI space. But even so, you're not completely dead in the water, and I'm about to break down some points to hopefully, change your perspective about the new release of GPTs in the future of the AI automation space, as well as the AI space as a whole. The first thing I want to cover is the barrier to entry. Yes, the barrier to entry got a lot lower. This, as an agency owner, means you have to have an increased quality of service. And the reality is, if GPTs was enough to replace your entire operation, you need to focus on expanding your skill set and actually providing valuable services. On the other hand, though, and the positive side is that this wipes out a bunch of low quality competition and other AI agencies that weren't actually providing any value. The whole AI space is riddled with low quality products at the moment, and this kind of acts as a mitigation towards those products. Makes your competition much less, which, if you ask me, is pretty much a win. Second is technical knowledge. Yes, the barrier is a lot lower. It's easier for people to make their own GPTs now, which is awesome, but you also have to consider that most people hardly even know what AI is. They hardly even know how to work ChatGPT itself, let alone build their own bot. There are still millions upon millions of business owners that need help implementing this technology. I mean, think about it. 80% of businesses don't even have cold email systems set up. Sure, if you're going for, online businesses with young tech-savvy founders, then you might have a bit of a harder time because they've already got that need taken care of, or they can do it themselves. But when it comes to these other smaller businesses, they haven't been introduced to this future technology. Like I said, they don't even have cold email systems set up. They don't have anybody managing their operations. They're not using any software. To give you guys some context, we talked to a lead not too long ago, about a week ago, and he was still managing his entire business using a notepad and a pen. If that doesn't give you some kind of idea, well, I don't know. You're a lost cause, because there's tons of business to go around. With the speed that the AI space is moving in, they get lost, they fall behind, and it's your job to bring them up to speed. Now, third, I want to cover time constraints. You have to consider this. Building a GPT, especially a good one, can still be a pretty time-consuming process. You have to compile a lot of data. Setting up the actions can take some time. Setting up the prompts correctly just so it performs the way you want it to can take some time as well. You have to consider that most busy business owners aren't going to have the time to sit down and create a GPT. Even if they want to do it for themselves, they're not necessarily going to have that time. Not to mention, most business owners don't even know where it really fits into their business. They don't know if they should create something for content creation. They're busy, actually running their business. So it's your job to give them ideas and build the implementation for them. Now, fourth are the GPTs capabilities. Yes, they can be trained to some extent. What these GPTs use is a process called retrieval augmented generation, which is essentially that knowledge base, right? They're able to pull information from that knowledge base and give a correct answer, but this only takes you so far, especially when it comes to creative related tasks, whether that's writing scripts, writing newsletters, creating ad copy, whatever that might be. GPTs do not even hold a candle to something like fine-tuning a custom AI model. Fine-tuning a custom model, it takes a lot more time, requires a lot more data, and it's a lot harder, but the outputs are a million times better than any GPT ever could be. And still something that a lot of businesses are going to pay a lot of money for because they have very specific needs and requirements. Now, if you guys want to check out how to create a fine-tuned model, I actually created a tutorial. It's right here on my channel. You guys can watch that afterwards. Don't go now because I still have a couple more points. Fifth and last is new services and ease of use. GPTs have opened a whole, genie's bottle of different business opportunities that you can pursue. A lot of those we're going to cover here on the channel. I don't want to just be, every AI automation guru ever and just be like, 3 ways you can make money with GPTs, even though you might see the video because numbers. But anyways, I'm just getting that out of the way. But as an agency owner, not only can you build GPTs for various different use cases within tons of different businesses, but these can actually be continuously upgraded over time, meaning it could be something that creates a monthly recurring revenue for you. Not to mention, you don't need to use 10 different third-party software anymore just to build, a basic chatbot. You can build it all right there in ChatGPT in real time for your clients. This, of course, makes it easier for you to deliver a high-quality product in much less time, and that way you get to provide much greater value to your client. So guys, overall takeaways. There's a lot of information that I just covered here, and I know there's a lot for you to digest, but what can you take away from this? Keep these points in mind. As an agency owner, there's massive opportunity for you to add new services, improve the quality of your existing services, and learn how to adopt new technology. Second, if you're running an agency in the tech space, you have to be ready for changes like this. The tech space is unforgiving and it changes in a snap, so you have to be ready for these changes and you have to be adaptable to them as well. Third, it's important to set your ego aside and take the opportunity to learn about this new technology and new advances as soon as possible. That way you can upgrade your services and stay ahead as an agency owner. Now, fourth, you as an agency owner are perfectly positioned to be one of the first making money off of these GPTs. Nobody else is doing it. Everyone's focused on, drop shipping or SMMA. You are way ahead of 99.9% of people. Fifth, and finally, this is a great time to look at your own services as a business owner and improve them. One thing that might be good to take away from this, and I don't mean it in any offense whatsoever, but it's always important to reflect on ourselves with honesty. If GPTs were enough to replace your entire business or your entire operation, in fact, you might not have been offering a very good service or a very valuable service in the first place. So it's important to go back and analyze. And one great question you should be asking yourself, and I love to ask myself this all the time, is would you buy your own service from you? Usually when I ask people that question, it's like silence and it's like, oh, that's a good question. Because to be 100% honest with you, there have been times where I've asked myself that question and I'm like, would I even pay for my own service? And the answer was a resounding no. If I was being 100% honest with myself, I was like, why would I even pay for this? So you have to kind of get in the shoes of your consumer sometimes and ask yourself how you can provide the most value to them. Overall, guys, this is a massive opportunity for AI automation agencies, or if you're not running an automation agency, just with AI as a whole. And it's a perfect time to be in the loop. So of course, over the next few weeks, you can expect some, GPTs related videos until all that hype blows over and everybody's on to the next thing, just being 100% honest. But whatever you guys actually want, of course, I'll create content around. So let me know down in the comments below what kind of video you guys would like to see next. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another upload. And I will see you guys later.